Technology and Professional Presentation by Nancy Morales. Mistakes social workers can make when using technology. 1. Confidentiality and privacy breaches. Unsecure platforms using standard emails or text messages to communicate sensitive information combined with the presence of public profiles on social media or other platforms possess a significant risk that the client privacy could be breached. These communication methods lack security measures, making it easier for unauthorized individuals to access personal data. This exposure can lead to, as I mentioned, data breaches, identity theft, and other security threats for the client. So it is very crucial to utilize encrypted messaging and maintain private profiles to protect sensitive information and ensure the client's personal data remains secure. Another one is accidental exposure, which means leaving screens unlocked or mistakenly sending messages to the wrong clients can lead to serious privacy breaches. Social workers, while using work cell phones to communicate with clients, may accidentally send sensitive information to the wrong individual. This risks increase when messaging are quickly or during busy work periods where attention to detail may be compromised. So it is important to mitigate this. So social workers could implement safeguards such as regular locking their screens and double checking recipient details before sending messages. Additionally, establishing clear protocols for client communication can further enhance data security and protect clients' privacy. Device security. The loss of devices or hacking of systems presents serious security risks. For instance, leaving work laptops or other sensitive devices unattended in a vehicle can significantly increase the chances of a break-in. This not only jeopardizes the physical security of the devices, but also poses a substantial threat to the client's confidentiality and sensitive information. Another way that social workers can misuse technology is boundary issues. For example, the use of social media mixing. Engaging with clients through personal social media platforms can lead to a blurring of professional boundaries for social workers. This can also raise questions about ethical boundaries, confidentiality, and overall dynamic of the professional client relationship. In informal communication. When clients perceive emails or texts as overly personal, it can complicate the efforts of social workers to maintain the professional boundaries. This is another blurring line, which can lead to misunderstandings where clients might expect a level of intimacy or might misinterpret your intentions. So that's why it's important to really set clear boundaries between client and professional relationships. Another one, misuse of technology by social workers could be lack of consent for searches. When social workers access information about clients online without obtaining their permission, they risk violating the client's civil rights. Ethical and competence issues regarding AI. Over reliance on AI. Social workers who rely solely on AI tools for gathering information or drafting reports may expose themselves to potential biases and inaccuracies that could impact their clients. Trusting these technologies without critically evaluating can lead to misinterpretation outcomes, as AI systems may not fully understand the complexities of the individual circumstances, especially, just human behavior is really hard for AI to interpret. So, especially writing reports, it's important not to use AI. Ethical and judgment failure using biased technology. Social workers may not fully acknowledge that, like AI, runs and algorithms used in artificial intelligence can inadvertently reinforce existing biases related to gender, race, and other categories. As I mentioned earlier, AI cannot interpret um, certain behaviors of just human behaviors. This lack of awareness can lead to decision based on inaccurate data, especially diagnosis of clients. Ethical and judgment failure, data loss, security, social workers not backing up digital records or using non-compliant platforms. As I mentioned earlier, they are risking in losing data or breaching data, breaching confidentiality. Communication and assessment challenges. Missing cues. When social workers conduct assessments through telehealth platforms such as Zoom or Teams, they may not fully recognize the limitations presented by the absence of nonverbal communications like body language and vocal tones. These elements are crucial in traditional face-to-face interactions as they provide essential context that can be significant in understanding a client's emotions and needs. Without this vital information, social workers risk misinterpreting clients' concerns, leading to inaccurate diagnosis or flawed comprehension of their situation. This highlights the importance of developing alternative strategies for effective communication and assessment in a digital environment, ensuring that social workers can still provide quality care and support for their clients. An example of technology and HIPAA. Example is a social worker utilizing a specialized platform such as TheraPlatform for conducting telehealth sessions rather than relying on standard applications such as FaceTime or Teams or WhatsApp. This choice is driven by the necessity for enhanced security and confidentiality as TheraPlatforms. TheraPlatforms ensures that all videos and chat communications are encrypted. Moreover, it complies with the HIPAA standards, which are crucial for safeguarding electronic protected health information, HIPAA. This compliance not only protects the privacy of the clients, but also fosters a safe environment for sensitive discussions, allowing for trust and openness in the therapeutic relationship between the client and the therapist. By prioritizing these security measures, the social worker can focus on providing effective support and guidance without the concern of data breaching or unauthorized access. An example of confidentiality and technology is before starting a virtual session, the social worker should ask the client to use headphones and ensure that their home environment is private. Same goes with the social worker. When they're conducting sessions, the social worker has to ensure that they are in a private office or somewhere where it's private and nobody could overhear the sessions. Example of professionalism when using technology. A social worker refrains from accepting a Facebook friend request from a current client or responding to non-urgent client texts via regular SMS. Instead, directing them to the secure client portal for communication, thereby maintaining a professional boundaries. And that's the end of my presentation.